Hi, my beautiful queens. Whoa, the one trap pregnant moms get caught in. Stay clear away from this to avoid an unhappy birth. What could this one trap be? It is not having a birth plan. This is one trap that moms need to avoid in order to have a happy birth. So, a plan is important for not only your birth, but also for pregnancy and postpartum. So, what is a birth plan? A birth plan is a way for you to communicate your wishes to your healthcare team during your labor and after the birth of your baby. Each birth is a unique experience. Creating a birth plan empowers you to become informed of all your options during labor. I truly believe an effective birth plan clarifies what you want for your birth. It teaches others what you want for your birth. And it sets out the expectations and reminds everyone what to do. And so, why do moms not have a birth plan? Well, some moms just don't know what to write. And by having so many clients all around the world, every time I ask them, do you have a birth plan? Did you have a birth plan in your previous births or pregnancies? And they said no. Or they said they got the one from the hospital. Now, the one from the hospital is okay, but you need a birth plan that you write. You don't want the hospital's birth plan. That birth plan is for them. That helps them to understand your birth. You want a birth plan that is for you. And I'm going to share with you guys the massive difference between that in this video. What is a birth plan and how can you write one? So you want to write your birth plan as soon as you can. So when? The best time is at the start of your pregnancy, but the second best time is today. It's better to start now than never. Why should we write a birth plan? A birth plan helps you decide what you want before others decide it for you. It helps you decide what you want before others decide it for you. So you want your birth plan before you go to your OBGYN, before you go to your doctor's appointment. So before they start saying, well, this is our policies and procedures, you already have your policies and procedures. And having a birth plan is going to help you know if the care that you are in currently matches you. And if they don't match you, so for an example, if you know how important it is for you to give birth in the water, if you're at a hospital that says, we don't offer water birth, that is your sign, your indication to switch care providers or switch the environment that you're going to be giving birth. It's important to know how to write a birth plan, but you also need to know how to use it. And that's why I'm diving deep into strategy, because to master everything, there's different levels. So I can tell you, yeah, write a birth plan. And once you got your birth plan, you're good to go. But then you won't know how to use it, when to use it, and why to use it. So even though you have the birth plan, it might not be effective or work as good as it does for me as it should for you, because you're not using it the right way. And so that is why I'm sharing with you guys the strategy, how to use it, what to do with it. That way it is super, super effective for you, just like it is for me and the rest of my clients. So you want to read your birth plan out loud weekly. Yes, weekly. I mean, you read a lot of things out loud weekly. You read signs outside. You probably read the cereal box. You probably read captions on Instagram. So it will not be hard for you to read something as important to you as your birth plan out loud weekly. So you also want to read it to your partner, and you can have your partner read it back to you, because reading out loud improves memory. You can read it to your doula, your midwife, your OBGYN or your doctor, your mom, because sometimes moms be a little bit on the fence, or your support persons that are going to be at your birth, and have them also read it back to you. The very fact of forming words and saying them out loud increases their ability to remember them. It also helps to remind them. And this is going to be so beneficial for you during your birth, because if they remember your birth plan, you won't have to stress about reminding them about what you want during your labor. It helps them to be on board, so you don't have to worry about delegating during your labor. And also, my beautiful queens, this is a magical part about the birth plan. So if you read your birth plan to your doula, your midwife, your OBGYN, and you start to notice they're rolling their eyes, they're huffing, they're puffing, they're not listening, you can use that as a sign to switch care providers or switch the environment or the people that will be at your birth. Because if they are already huffing and puffing and don't want to read your birth plan, or they're being offended by your birth plan, then that means at your birth, they're going to be offended by the choices that you want at your birth and the choices that you want to make. So if they don't even want to respect the birth plan, if they don't even want to read the birth plan now, that's a good sign that they should not be the ones at your birth. Your birth is a beautiful and special experience. The people at your birth should be so grateful to be blessed, to have the opportunity to witness you bring your baby into the world. You want to protect your environment. So the people that are there should want to be there, and you should want them to be there. And it also helps to open discussions so you can possibly make changes. So if you're reading out loud to your partner and you notice that he also wants to be involved in catching the baby, or vice versa, he doesn't want to be involved in catching the baby, then you guys can make those changes. Principle is a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior, or for a chain of reasoning. So in simple terms, principles are like, what goes up must come. If you said down, you are absolutely correct. What goes up must come down is a principle in life. It's a natural law. So what is the principle of planning? Because we are planning a birth plan, right? We are planning a birth plan, right? So the plans are made for the purpose of achieving the organizational goals. So let's read that backwards. Goals are achieved when made from a plan. So it is important to set our goals and to have our plan, and they will naturally flow like what goes up must come down. How important is it for you, for your goals to go as planned in your birth? And if you answer yes, it is really important to me, then a birth plan is the way to go. Principle. The principle of animation. Follow through is the principle that parts apart from the main body might continue to move even after an action is completed. Follow through. Follow through is about creating closure. Follow through is about completing the activity that you started. So that means once you have your birth plan, don't forget about your birth plan. Follow through with your birth plan. Write it, have it, follow through. Write it, have it, follow through. Write it, have it, follow through. So you want to follow through with your birth plan to the best of your capability. Of course, there are things in birth that sometimes come up, but having your birth plan in place will help you know which way to navigate when those things do come up. So you want to make sure that you have your birth plan in plain sight. This is going to help you follow through. So you want to have it on your doors, you want to have it in your room, you want to have it in your bathroom, you want to have it at the hospital, if you're going to the hospital, at the birth center, wherever you're giving birth, that is where you want your birth plan to be, in plain sight. So not just you can see it, other people can see it too. You can also have it in your phone, on your screensaver, so you're constantly reminded about it. And also always have printed copies so that you can hand to the individuals at your birth. I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can create your own birth plan right now, like literally right now. So keep watching, because by the end of this video, you are going to be having a birth plan. Okay. When you go on legacybirth.com, I'm sure you guys probably did this already. That's probably why you're watching this video. There will be a pop-up. There it is. You put in your name, info at legacybirth.com. Hopefully this one isn't already is. Congratulations. You can start creating your birth plan now. Your birth plan questionnaire has been sent to your email. Check your junk. Alrighty, so then you head to your email. So it went straight to my junk. So make sure you guys check your junk email. It says, oh my gosh, your birth plan questionnaire. Start your birth plan now. And then you click birth plan questionnaire. Righty, so now it says start your birth plan for free. Answer these 27 questions. It'll take you 2 to 5 minutes to complete. This questionnaire is so you know what kind of birth you want. You may think you know, however, by the time you reach the end of this video, you will realize there are many preferences you have not thought about or discussed. It's better you know now than to be surprised during labor and delivery and forced to make a decision without feeling educated and informed. After completion, your responses will be sent to your email and you'll be granted access bonus birth plan templates and examples, all for free, 100% free. Why is this free? You know how I say contractions are my best friends? Because they're helping me and that's what best friends do? Well, you queens are my best friends. Literally, I have an entire world of mom friends online, and you guys know mom friends are incredibly rare. So you can believe me when I say you guys mean the world to me, and you truly are my best friends. So I'm helping you because that is what best friends do. And I don't want any money from this. All I want is for you to take action by taking the first step in reclaiming your birth experience. Go best friends, go best friends, go best friends, go best friends. Info at legacybirth.com. Then you put your name. And if you want your husband's name on it too, you put Legacy and Chance. And then what type of birth do you want? Okay, I want a natural birth, I want a home birth, I want an unassisted birth. And remember, there is no bias. I have absolutely no bias. You can pick whatever birth you want. It can be vaginal birth at the C-section, scheduled induction, hospital birth, birth center birth, epidural, does not matter, whatever you want. What do you want your environment to look like? I want dim lighting. I want privacy, silent. Okay, you know what? I want natural lighting. Natural lighting. Of course, my affirmation is my food and my snacks, and of course, my music. I would like 0 cervical checks, but of course, no bias. You can choose how many cervical checks you want upon request, once upon arrival, whatever you like. Do you prefer induction? No. I decline the following. I decline all of these. I prefer my water to break on its own. Yes, I do. I prefer no episiotomy. Yes, I do. Do I consent of use of forceps? Disagree. I would like, you can put intermittent, you can put unassisted, you can choose whatever you want. I'll be moving freely or during meditation. Yes. Do you prefer to give birth in the water? Yes. Do you prefer to give birth upright? Strongly agree. Do you plan on catching baby? Yes. If you're unable to catch baby, Chaz, my husband, what are your thoughts on vacuum extraction? No, thank you, honey. No, thank you. I prefer to avoid. Do you wish for your vernix not to be wiped off? No. And I will be doing a lotus spur. Remember, you can choose whatever you want. There's no bias. Do you plan on breastfeeding? Yes. I would prefer to delay my newborn bath. Yes. I decline the vitamin K shot. Yes. I decline newborn screening. Yes. I decline jaundice. Yes. Now make sure you read all of these things. I don't have to read it because I wrote it. I know what it says, but you want to read it and you want to pick something that's best for you and your family. Okay. And then absolutely done. Just like that. That was so quick, right? Now it says, you did it, Queen. I am so proud of you. As we discussed, now it's time for you to put your choices on your birth plan. This is going to be so easy because I already did the hard work for you. The phrases are already there. You can just change what you want and add your name. This will only take 5 to 7 minutes, and then poof, you will have a birth plan. So do not stop now, Queens. You are almost there. After you click this link, all you have to do is sign in or create an account to edit it. Don't worry, this is also completely free, and it's also free to download and print it. Do you guys like my nails? Green on one side, pink on one side, with no watermarks. I know, it's so cool. So here's the link. And then once you're done, respond to my most recent email. I just knew I can do it. I will do it. Yes, I did it. Alrighty. Now I get to edit my birth plan. I get to edit my birth plan. So you click use template. And then here it is. And it looks so beautiful with all the green flowers in the back. I can't wait. All right. So I'm going to put my name, Legacy's birth plan. And everything here looks pretty good. I'm probably going to take out this. I don't want stones or oracle cards. And you can use all the preferences that you already added in your birth plan. Cervical checks upon request. I'm going to do 0 cervical checks. No induction, water sweat naturally, moving freely, upright birthing. Yes, no episiotomy, no fibrosis. I plan on giving birth in the water. And then I can put my husband here. Beautiful. And then all I do is click done. So I go to the download button and it can download straight to my phone. You can just do one page and boom, you click download and it's downloaded to your phone. And then it looks like this. And there's my birth plan. So now that I have my birth plan, this is what it looks like. I can have it on my phone. I can send it to anybody. I can print it. I can screenshot it and have it as my screensaver. It's easy. It's beautiful. That's my beautiful birth plan. Unassisted home lotus birth. Everything looks perfect. It's so easy to read. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it, and I'm going to take my birth to the next level, just like we talked about in our slideshow presentation. So this is it. It looks beautiful. It was super, super easy. And now I respond to the email. I did it. Woo! I did it. And you, my beautiful queen, can do it too. I love you guys, and I hope you guys truly enjoy your birth plan. And I will see you guys in the next video.